Hi guys, it's Denise with Simply Love Soaps, and today I thought I would share with you guys how I make, I don't know what you would really call it, whether it's like an antibiotic or parasites or whatever, but whenever we go out of country, when we go home to visit, I usually make this. It's it's just a concoction. It's like a home remedy. In this I have, which it's good for fighting, infections, parasites. Each of these items has a specific thing that they do. Like the garlic, you're going to use a whole head of garlic. You're going to use horseradish, which I usually cut a 4 to 5 inch piece off depending on how thick it is. Because usually at one point it's really thick, and then as it goes down it gets thinner. So it just pretty much depends on the size of it. So I usually cut between a 4 to a 5 inch piece. Fresh ginger, I usually take and cut about a 4 to 5 inch piece off that, depending on how thick it is. Then also I mentioned the whole head of garlic, a whole medium to small onion. What else do I have in here? I think that's it on that. I also have a chili pepper. And in this container, which I normally use fresh turmeric root, but since I don't have any because I used it up last time when I was making my turmeric tincture, I have in here 2 heaping tablespoons of turmeric powder, and I have a heaping tablespoon of cayenne pepper. Now this isn't at the same BTUs as what that you get at like Kroger's or someplace like this. This is a 40,000 HU, which it's pretty intense. So if you're not used to spicy, you might want to try the one from like Kroger's or whatever like that. So I have turmeric and I have cayenne pepper in here. You're going to need apple cider vinegar. This apple cider vinegar is raw, unfiltered, and it's with the mother, and of course organic. All these ingredients are organic. We have serrano pepper. Then we have, normally I use a blood orange, but all I had available was a navel orange and then a lemon. And usually what I do is I just take and cut that off. I usually cut these about 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick. Nothing major precise. Just take and cut it up. And then you're going to take and dice them up. Just, a little something. Nothing major. Nothing major. And same with the lemon. Just take and cut them up. Seeds and all. I don't pit them or anything. I usually put the peppers in, or the turmeric and the chili peppers in, and the chili. Then I usually put in my fruits. You can also add cinnamon. I usually put those in, shake them down pretty good. You can just kind of push it down. And then I am going to go ground this up in the food processor, and then I will be right back. Okay guys, we're back. I just grounded everything down, and then we're just going to start putting it in the jar. Push it down. And then I just take and fill it up with apple cider vinegar. And let me go grab the lid so that way I can show you what I do. Okay guys, I'm back. I usually let this sit for a few minutes so that way it works its way all through all the crevices. I usually just let it sit for a few minutes. Because it will, if you notice when I first poured it was like right up to here. So it's going to soak down in just a little more, and then I'm just going to top it off a little bit more. I fill it full. Now with the lid, because sometimes with vinegar, aluminum and vinegar sometimes has a reaction. So what I do is I just take a piece of parchment paper and I fit it to my lid. And I twist it tight. And I shake it up. This one is ready to use. This one has been sitting for 2 weeks. I usually like to let it sit for about 4 weeks. But then after 4 weeks, I'll go ahead and strain it off and all that good stuff. I just shake it up really good. A lot of these ingredients are antifungal, negative and positive bacterials. I mean, it fights everything pretty much. Just shake it and shake it and shake it, and then I uncap it. Push it down. If you notice, it's gone down some more. Pound it down a little bit and fill it up a little more. And I just repeat. And then once I get it all shaken up to where I like it, and get everything mixed in pretty good, I let it sit for about 2 to 4 weeks and it's ready to use. But I usually go in and I shake it up about 1 to 2 times a day for the first week, and then about once a day after that. And then about once a week I will take and burp the container, and then usually when we go to use it, it's about, starting out we usually take 1 to 2 tablespoons of it, and we work our way up to drinking about a shot glass size. And by the time, like if it's planned, we'll start taking this about 2 weeks before the trip, 2 weeks to 3 weeks before the trip. My mother-in-law or family down there will make some as well, have it ready, so that way while we're there or they're there, they can continue taking it. Because if you've ever had issues from drinking somebody's water, it's not a pretty sight. It does not feel good at all. So, and this is just our little way of trying to, you know, prevent, you know, parasites or stomach issues from the water or anything like that, which we're pretty careful about the water as well. A lot of these ingredients are very easy to find. Usually you can get your organic horseradish and ginger and garlic and all of that at Kroger's. And then my cayenne pepper I get from Mountain Rose, and your apple cider vinegar. You know, you can get this one or the other one. This one I like. I usually get it at Kroger's. It's just the simple truth. As long as it's raw, unfiltered, and with the mother, it's going to work great. You can also make this with alcohol, but for this purpose, I actually like the apple cider vinegar. Most of my tinctures that I make are with alcohol. But if you notice, this is what it starts looking like after it's been sitting. Very nice mixed up, and then you're going to drain it. Just drain it. You can save your pulp for cooking. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I've got planned. If I'm cooking something special, especially during the winter, I'll save it for soups and stews or sauces, like when I make like my salsa rojo or something like that. So, but I just thought I'd share this, guys. I hope you find it interesting. If not, I'm sorry. And guys, I hope you have a blessed day and be well.